Hi everyone, Martin here, and welcome to the Inner Loop. I'm just going to go straight to camera. I'm not going to edit this. I'm just going to give you a brain dump. I've done, if something's needs to be explained, then I'm not sure if it's art. But I've got so many projects that I've kind of half finished. They're like half done. They're never sort of filmed. So what I've decided to do is just talk about something I've been working on. And at least then it's done. I don't know if you've ever looked in your recycling bin, but we have all this plastic like this. This was some macaroon things. We have bottle top lids. We have these like little tiny pots. We even have these big things like this. And all this plastic just kind of goes away, it goes in the bin. But I discovered that if you get something like this sort of computer listing paper, tear it up, mix it with a bit of PVA glue, you can kind of get the inner shape. You can extract the inner shape from an object. So it got me thinking about the inner profiles of all this plastic that we throw away. And so I started thinking, what can I make with this? How can I make something artistic that says something about waste plastic? And maybe says something about where we've got to as a society. And it occurred to me that I spend my time making robots. So I decided to make a robot. So here he is. You can see it's made from these parts. You've got a bottle lid there, and that's that plastic thing. But what I wanted to do was kind of finish it as an artwork, because that's a robot. It's not really an artwork. It doesn't say anything to anyone. It's just a robot. It's just a thing. But I haven't found a way to finish it. I haven't found a way to complete the sculpture. So I just want to talk about some of the aspects of this and what made me make it. The first is obviously that it works as a sculpture, as a thing. The second is that all of this outside space of the robot represents the inner space of all these pieces of plastic. So it's like, in some ways, an exploration of the inner space of the plastic that we throw away. The other thing is, it doesn't have a back. So it's made me, I was thinking about our AIs, about our robots that run our lives. They're vacuous. When you ask ChatGPT a question, what's inside? It's a lovely front. There's a lovely front, but is there any truth in what the AIs tell us these days? The other thing I wanted to make from this was something about this listing paper, because years and years of people, computer scientists, have been writing code. They've been writing code, printing it out on this sort of stuff, debugging it and checking it. And the very fact that this is made from that computer listing paper, okay, you wouldn't know, because I know it's made from that. I don't know what that means. That means that it's a bit difficult for that as a piece of art to tell you that. So I have to tell you that, which doesn't make it art anymore. But I was going to print on here like some code and then really turn it into a bit of a mountain. So I've also got lots more of these shapes. I've got pots all made. So my plan was to pile them up into a sort of an ugly mountain, an ugly, dirty mountain, and maybe paint them into a dirty kind of mountain shape colour, and stand this robot on there. But I haven't really got space for that. I haven't got space for a whole thing like that. So perhaps there's some code on here which disappears and it's glued onto a sort of paper mountain. I've got the ideas, I've got the concept, but in the end all I've got is a robot. So if you want to comment below, what shall I do with this robot now? I mean, one thing is just give him away. if anybody wants him, I'll give him away. Second thing might be to try and finish the mountain and to finish the paper with the code on and kind of complete the piece. But how do I represent all the ideas that are here? The building on the shoulders of giants, the vacuousness of AIs that we have these days, the fact that we make so much plastic rubbish. Maybe I need to make a mountain of this, I don't know. But hit me out with a comment below. In some ways, thank you for watching, because I feel this has kind of made this project at least visible and at least put my thoughts down. And I'll see you next time on The Inner Loop.